Well, hello again, guys, and welcome back to the Gregola
Ding, ding, a ring a ding, 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 wedding bells soon will ring a ding my way.
Well, hello again, guys, and welcome back to the GPWS, aka the Gregola Productions Westclox show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And today on our, we uploaded a video on the riveted together watches. Let's go back further. Let's slowly make our way backwards. Well, okay, what was before the riveted together watches? Well, we got another Canadian Westclox Dax. This one's gold. I think this is the first gold dollar watch I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen another gold one, oddly enough. I'm not saying the gold ones are rare. I just think, like, I don't know, Westclox and the other manufacturers didn't bother making gold ones that much. Anyways, gold is not really a common color for these. So we got a Westclox Dax, made in Canada. A nice big crack across the front crystal. Great. I love it already. A nice gold back. This would be harder to replace if this got wrecked. Unless you want to put a silver one on, but that wouldn't look quite right now, would it? We'll put that in there. So, viewers, I know you're all dying to see the movement. Okay. If you were watching in 2018, you'd recognize this watch, and I know it's probably worse, but it's also probably better than you expected because it's got the aluminum, I think it is aluminum. It's got the aluminum top plate, and I'm pretty sure the bottom's aluminum here as well. But it's screwed together. You can see the screws. Hooray, we can dismantle this. We don't have to use the good old gabouting operation to clean it. Which I think a lot of people would probably just do that anyway. I'll tell you one thing, though, about this right now I'm a little anxious about. That hairspring. You can't take that thing out because it's glued on. Yes, this is a dollar watch from 1969, so we're starting to get into that decline era. Well, it's September of 69. This is 10 years younger, or yeah, 10 years older than the other Canadian Dax that we looked at. And 10 years prior, that one was from 79. This one's from 69. It's quite the coincidence, actually. I got two of them from the 10 years apart, almost. I don't know what the month is on that one. I think it's August or something. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the hairspring. About the hairspring. They glued it on because they had to save that 1 cent somewhere. I can't believe they didn't just start riveting these all together right off the bat. I mean, that's great. There's screws here. That is really good. But we're going to have to finagle this thing out of here and hopefully not bend it. So, like, anytime we move this plate detached from the rest of the movement, that hairspring and balance has to come with. Unless we take off the balance wheel, but I don't know if that's a great idea either. I mean, you know, you can take off a balance wheel, but usually it's not in the freaking movement or in the on the top plate. Now I think we'll just have to leave it on like that and just try and be as careful as we possibly can. I'll do my best, viewers. I'll do my very best on that one. Okay, let's get this one disassembled here. Sure to be using non-magnetic screwdrivers, and we've just pulled out my non-magnetic ones while you're at it here, viewers. Okay, yeah, because we don't want to, the reason I say that is we don't want to ruin the balance wheel, or well, the hairspring. The balance wheel is going to be fine. The hairspring is going to be all screwed up here. Okay, let's do this. So obviously you just pop this bar off. Nothing special there. I mean, this is practically the same as the other watch that we were working on. Let me just get my... Oh, where is it? Where's the screwdriver? We're already having problems, viewers. We haven't been in this more than 10 minutes. And I think I'm going to zoom out. I don't know if we need to be that close. I don't know if you need to be watching that close. You just pry it up like that. Make sure that notch is sticking up. And away you go. The crown comes out. I hope you guys saw that. Pry it facing the notch, viewers, just in case you didn't know. You pry it up like that. Oh, and it's just kind of, it's trying to come out. Okay, out you come. There it is. Okay, we're going to put this thing in the movement holder. I think that's what we're going to do. I have to make my adjustment here. I'll see what size. Well, that's obviously way too small. Okay, keep unscrewing until you're satisfied. Very handy little tool. At least it's not fixed to one size, you know what I mean? Okay, let's get the dial and hands off. Get my piece of card here. Whoops. I don't even know if we need the card, honestly. Just take the saran wrap and just go in there and get it out. Honestly, I think we're gonna put the saran wrap on here anyway. This might be overkill, putting these both on here. Holy crap. Oh, that wasn't a slick move. I don't like how that came off, viewers. I don't like that at all. I think that was a little bit... I'm surprised nothing's broken there, honestly. Yeah, that was a very... that was quite the pop there, viewers. Not really a fan of that. Okay, maybe the move... Okay, we're not going to do this on the stand here, because I think that's making things a little bit looser than they need to be. Okay, let's get another cup. Yeah, you know what, viewers? Just do that particular step on a flat surface, I think. Well, flat surface, I mean, the table's fine for that. Okay, get this in here. And we'll just pry her off. I don't think we need the... Well, I'll put the saran wrap on anyway. And are these both rounded? Yes, they are. Or, I mean, are these both flat? Yes, they are, the screwdrivers. See, I mean, you can... I don't know, that was a lot smoother. I'll just dump that in the parts cup. There they are. And we can't really get the cardboard on, or the card on that, so we'll just kind of get this saran wrap here and finagle it off. I think I'm using kind of two different sizes of screwdriver here. I don't think that's helping me much. Okay, let's get this off here. There we go. Nothing bad about that, really. No strange processes there. What the heck is this thing? There's a piece of something here. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Guess we'll throw that in there with it. I don't think that's part of the watch, but anyway, it almost looks like a taper pin. A little bit reminiscent of that. Okay, let's get this apart here now. So you just pry off. Well, no, I might do this with the stand here. There we go. I'm pretty sure you can kind of fasten that together. Yeah, you can. On the last one, I don't think I did this tab removing thing quite as smoothly as I'd like to. Here's the benefits of this movement holder, guys. As you can see. I hope you can see. If you can't see, well, then what am I filming this for? There we go. There's the tab there. Just get a screwdriver like that and pry it in. Or pry that like that. Well, whatever works. We got our movement here. The dial, obviously. This one hasn't come apart like the other Canadian one. That's nice. The paper face is still very on there. Or glued on still. The glue's still hard there, so that's good. Nothing's broken over here. Good. We got our little washer. I'm going to have to pull the tweezers out for that one. Viewers, it's always a good idea to take all your tools out before the job and not like halfway in it. Okay, let's get this off of here. Piece of the motion work. You can already tell this is sort of higher quality. I mean, this has a brass, I don't know what you'd call that, if that's a cullet. I don't think that is. That doesn't look like a cullet to me. I don't know. It's got that little brass, well, it's stamped in there. I don't know what you'd call that, but it's got that piece of brass on there. So that's, you know, I mean, you can already tell it's higher quality. This gear here, actually, I think on the Canadian one, this one was, I don't know if it was brass or what it was. I don't know. On at least one of the watches, this gear here was not brass. I couldn't tell you which one that is. Okay. Let's get into this now. Hope everybody can see that. What do you guys think of the light, huh? Is it really annoying? Because if it's really annoying, I can try and cut down on that, but I'm not getting any comments on that, so there's no reply. Well, I guess I'll just continue on. Okay. Let's do this here. You know what? I'm gonna get a different screwdriver. This one was modified for dollar watch screws, but I don't like this one very much. We're gonna get my other screws out. We got the magnetic screwdrivers. I know I just said not to use these, but I think we can get away with this. Let me just try and... Will the hairspring move if I put this up? Oh, yes, it will. Okay. At least you have to be closer to it. Like if I'm over here, it's not gonna distort the hairspring, is it? If I'm over here? I hope not. Is this off? Okay, if you're gonna use magnetic screwdrivers, just be careful, viewers. Things can get out of hand quickly. Why is the balance wheel sitting up here? What the heck am I doing? I'm gonna have to make some more adjustments to this. I think it should be sitting... Which way should this be sitting, viewers? I'm trying to figure that out. Obviously not like that. I don't know which way this thing should be sitting. Okay. Well, we'll leave it like that for now. I think that'll be okay. No, it won't. Hold on a second, viewers. Okay, I know we keep changing positions here. We've got the balance wheel hanging out now, so let's see how that goes. Let's see how this seems to be stable enough, like that. So we'll go with that. Whoops, jeez. You know, I think this is the longest it's ever taken me to unscrew something before. Okay, let's get this off. Great. Okay, now the anxiety peaks. Let's get this off here now. Let's get this out of here, okay? I'm gonna zoom out. Hope you guys all can kind of see how to do this here. Okay, pull her up. Okay, the balance is already loose. Okay, we're gonna have to let that sit there. It won't bend the hair. I mean, it's not like you can wind this down here, viewers, is it? Okay, it's not like you can bend the hairspring just by doing that, and we bend it just by doing that. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, watch is ruined. Probably shouldn't be talking about that now. Okay, let's get this apart here. Come on. Oh boy, this is not how I wanted to do that. Okay, there's some sort of stupid little thing over here. I didn't see this. There's some sort of piece of metal there. Do you guys see that? I wish I would have, like, known about that a little bit sooner. But, you know. Oh, well, I guess we'll just... Jeez Louise. If this had a separated, main spur... If it had a separated, main spur, the spring barrel from the actual movement, I wouldn't be dealing with this nonsense. Okay, let's get this off here very carefully. Why is this all... Oh, my goodness, viewers. Okay. Are we okay? Hairspring? Where should we put this right now? Is this all finangled here? Let me just check if I've completely ruined this here already. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think I was being too... Well, I was being a little bit goofy with that, but I don't think it was too overly aggressive here. I think we'll be okay with that. Remember, I've been finagling with I've been handling dollar watches without the hairspring on them, which is generally how you're supposed to do it, but not in this one's case, because we couldn't afford to lose that 1 cent somewhere, as the Watchworks said, and we just had to be goofs about it, and we screwed everything up. More like glued everything up. Okay, how does this... After that great little fiasco there, we're stuck with this mess of parts here. Okay, this is fairly conventional right now. I don't know what this spring is for. Is that in the right spot? There's a spring here, I see. Okay, that's interesting. Let me just take a picture of this. Take some pictures. Don't hesitate to take pictures, viewers, if you're using a camera for this. Okay. Also, the one nice thing about shooting a video, as I almost touched the hairspring with my magnetic screwdriver, that was almost a mistake there. The one great thing about shooting a video is you screw everything up live on camera. No, you get to see what you're doing and how everything came apart, which can help you reconstruct it if you're lost somehow, if you I don't know, if you misplace something, or well, I don't know, if you don't know where something goes again. It'll be a better view for you all. It's not exactly the most lit up down here, I don't think. Okay, at least there's not a crap ton of parts, eh, viewers? Okay, we'll get our tweezers out, and away we go. Is there? Hold on, I want to check something, viewers. That little thing that was hanging on there earlier. I think this is actually over here. I think this has something to do with it. Where's that notch? Or is that on the other side of this? Let's just look down here. Okay, that spring went in there, or some sort of little thing went in there. And I think this has something to do with that. That must be something that goes on there like last minute or something. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call this. I've never seen this particular little thing before on a dollar watch. Well, I guess I have. I just haven't consciously looked at it. I didn't know it would be some sort of whole learning curve here, and we've just knocked the spring over. Okay, let's as you can see, viewers, I'm a little bit, shocked or a little surprised here. Okay, this must just sit on here. See, Westclox, what were you guys like thinking? What was the big idea behind this? Actually, did this spring go over one of the pillars? Oh, it must have. It must have. There's no way that couldn't have gone over one of the pillars. If it didn't, that would be an absolute nightmare to get back together. Okay, that's a little bit of a relief for me. Yeah, I know, viewers. We'll dismantle all of this in a second here. I just want to know what the heck's happening before we do anything. Okay, there's the crown. There's the stem and crown. Stem and crown. I guess it is technically the stem and crown. There's the stem and crown assembly. Where's a good pointer? I need a good. You need a good pointer when you're doing things like this, viewers. Here's a little stem and crown assembly. And if you pull this up, let me just see what happens when you pull this up. This thing wouldn't happen to be sprung, would it? Okay, it pulls the fork backwards. Let me just tighten this up here, viewers. There we go. Very, very close view of this movement here. That was kind of goofy, though, where the spring went flying down. I guess there is a click on this thing, isn't there? Is there a click? I guess we'll look at it once it's turned over. Oh, hello. I know where you guys go. This gear, or this piece of equipment here, this gear fits into this, and then this mounts up here. And as you can see, there's a couple of notches there for this thing to mount, and then that gear just slides in there, and that's where the crown goes. I guess stem and crown, I don't know if I have to, we're getting completely off topic here. The stem and crown, I guess, well, here's the stem, and then here's the crown on the top. It's all just one stamped together piece of metal here. I don't know if this is brass. This might be brass, it might not be. Yeah, we're just gonna call it the stem and crown, because that's basically what it is. Okay, are we ready to disassemble this now, viewers? Are we all set? Do we all kind of understand what the heck's what here? We'll take this piece. And actually, you can see quite a bit of wear on this thing. Let me just get this in frame here. You can actually see where this gear here, you can see where it was turning, so it's permanently etched in there now. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if that's because of lack of oil, or did that need oil? I don't know if this particular piece needs that. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, we'll put these two away. We'll put this one away too. Okay. let's get this apart. So where should we start, viewers? Well, I guess if there's any more sprung surprises in here somewhere other than the main spring here, I guess we'll find it out as we go. So we'll just pull this out. This is actually, I think this is actually the same identical mainspring that these watches have always been using, and I think that's the same spring barrel too. Yeah, I think that's more, I think this is really hasn't changed throughout the entire run of these watches. Maybe in like the 90s or 80s it changed a bit. I mean, I don't know, I could really, well, I guess I can't really study this one versus another one of those. Or one of the, well, what I'm trying to say here, viewers, I guess I could try and study this up against one of the later watches we were working on. Well, I guess I was working on it. Hey, you know what? If you had comments, hey, you're working on it too. Anyway, I mean, I can't really disassemble it, as you know, and I can't analyze. Actually, hold on a second, viewers. I've just come up with an idea. So, before I say my idea, I guess I'll just say right now, I could study this up against one of the later watches, but never fear. The riveted together watch is here. Look, you can even see where that spring went that we were trying to find a spot. Well, it wasn't a long hunt, but so it's like this. That's the same angle. So if we need help, oh, this is really convenient now, viewers. We got a full diagram here of how it all goes together. That's nice. Some of you are saying I probably talk way too much while I'm doing this. Okay, let's get this apart here. Here's the, I guess it's the seconds hand wheel. It's the third wheel on the train. Just take this one out. Fourth wheel. You know, nothing catastrophically different here. There's a pallet fork. We're also putting these inside the container right side up. I mean, now I know I won't get confused now unless we somehow lose all the film as to which way these go. There's the escapement wheel. Took me a second to know what the heck the name was there for a second. I'll just remove all this stuff. There's the fork. No rush here, viewers, unless you're in a rush. If you're in a rush, you probably shouldn't be watching this right now. You should probably be attending to whatever you're doing. Okay. Take the spring out of here. Nice. I'll just pick the rest of this up, see what else comes off. Oh, hello. Where do you come from? This is a very interesting spring. I guess this is the last surprise in the whole little ordeal. And it flips over. Okay, we can see right on this one where this goes. Beauty. I can see where this all is. So that the riveted together watch does have a purpose, viewers. If you're lost, you can always look at that one. And I know these aren't very complicated, viewers. These watches and well, these watches aren't very complicated. I mean, there's stuff far more complicated than this. Should I put? I guess I'll put that in there. Where's the? I'm just thinking here. I guess you can't. If you were to let the mainspring down in this, I guess you technically can't. I don't think there's an actual click here, viewers. Or maybe maybe it's done differently on this one. I don't know. Let's see how this is done on here. Okay, how does this? Oh, that is the click. This spring is the click. Oh, that's the purpose of that, viewers. Oh. Gee whiz, viewers. How do you even let this thing down? I don't even know if you can. I guess we'll try and pry this up. I guess just for fun here, we'll try and pry this up. Just watch the whole movement explodes or something. Come on. I might regret this decision. Not using the right type of screwdriver. Okay, well, we're not going to... At some point, we'll let this thing down, but that's an interesting click. I've never seen that before. I guess Westclox and the other end, everyone was just trying to cheap up wherever they can, when they can. Okay, viewers. I think we're ready to clean now. I think we're ready to start the... This isn't a gabout. If it was a gabout, we'd just throw it in here like this, but we aren't, so that's great. Okay. let's get the alcohol out. I know I haven't got the ammonia here still. For this, I don't know. For this, I don't know if you'd use that whole ammonia formula here, viewers. I mean, what's that gonna really? I don't know. We'll clean that. We'll clean the top plate separately. By the way, viewers, just in case you're wondering. Man, this thing is quite grimy. It's not really oily, but it's kind of grimy. You know what I mean? You know when these things are grimy, viewers? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Put the spring barrel. Actually, we'll put the spring barrel in at some other point. We'll put this in. Put the escapement. Jeez. Put the escapement wheel in. I mean, well, I guess you can only kind of see what I'm doing. Oops. Yeah, viewers, it's very quick process. I know. I'll put this gear in, the spring barrel other side. In fact, if you want to talk about etching, there's some more etching going on there, viewers. It seems to have rubbed the gear the wrong way. The plate seems to have, anyway. Okay, let's put all this in here. Is there anything else we need to throw in there? I guess we'll throw this. I guess we'll throw the little forks and crown gizmos in here too. Oh, as I almost lose it. Okay. Actually, I should probably move that someplace else. I shouldn't be sitting on top of that. And as you just pour all the rest of the stuff in the cup in there. No, we're not gonna like waste our time cleaning stuff like the screws or something. We'll throw that in there. I think that's everything we need to put in there. We get our hands. We got a really bizarre click. Never seen that before in my life. I guess, you know, just for the heck of it, well, the springs really don't need it, do they? Just in case there is some sort of oil on this thing, though, I'll throw it in there. I'll throw them in there just in case there's something on them. I don't know, we'll keep this in here for maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. Okay, viewers, well, we went with 30 minutes instead of 20. And we'll just leave it in the isopropyl alcohol for a bit. Try it, maybe scrub it down with some Q-tips or something a bit. I don't know. We'll see what exactly happens here. Hopefully get all that crap off of there that have been on there over the years. And we'll leave it at that right now. And then we'll continue this operation. Actually, we got two more things to clean. We got this to clean. And we got the top plate with the balance wheel. So we'll just clean that all by itself, I think. Yeah, as I said, there is a risk of damaging the hairspring. We don't want to do that. You know, it might be a late watch, but it's still kind of great. I mean, it's got all the brass gears in it, and you know, it's not too bad, really. So well, as you can see, I mean, it wasn't, you know, it was nothing terrible. Anyway, viewers. I think that's all I've got to show you right now. Well, I've got more to show you, but I don't want this to be an 8-hour-long video. So anyway, viewers, thank you for watching this episode of the GPWS, and that'll be it for now, I think.